Hey, what's up, everybody? It's James Earl Pones in the building, and I want to give you guys some tips that I have for you on Battlefield 3 that have been working pretty good for me. I'm, usually a Call of Duty player, but I've been able to make the transition pretty well. I have played Battlefield Bad Company too, so I do have, some familiar tactics and stuff that I used on there. But alright, these are just some clips of the game. Otherwise, it'd be like 30 minutes long. But here we go. So, oh, that's just beautiful right there. Sorry. Alright, so anyways, some of my tips are if you're changing from Call of Duty, you have to learn how to use more cover and be a lot more patient. When I first got the Battlefield 3 beta, I was running around a lot like I would in Call of Duty. And I did decent, but I wasn't doing as good as I wanted to because I would die a lot. I'd be, charging towards them, and there'd be three guys hiding behind a wall or something, and I might get one of them, and then, the other two guys would shoot me down. So you definitely want to take cover and use all types of cover. Like, I use bushes, I use the walls, I use crates, I use trees, I use rocks. I use any type of cover that you can use in this game. You definitely want to use it. Um, a lot of this, the map, at least on this map, there's a lot of cover spots that they built in the game. That just shows how important cover is in this game. Um, there's certain spots, like if you're defending A or B or whatever, there's certain spots on the map that are going to be at your advantage when you're defending them. Now, you're going to have to learn these spots because I don't have the whole gameplay on here, but there's certain spots that will really put you at an advantage for the people trying to rush B or A, trying to capture or whatever, or set off the bomb, whatever you want to call it. There's some advantage spots, and start looking for these spots that are going to really help you. Also, it is good if you want to get a lot of kills and stuff. It is actually good to push forward, but you have to push forward smart. Like, you have to basically push forward into cover, you know, um, then, find any enemies that are pushing forward towards you, pick them off, take a little time, be a little patient, check for anybody else, and then smartly push forward to another spot. Don't just run for like a minute straight. Run for like 10 seconds, find a spot, check it out for a little bit, then, move forward to the next spot. And in this game, you can actually flank pretty well. Like, I haven't used a suppressor yet, but I notice a lot of people don't actually check the mini-map on Battlefield 3. So it is pretty easy to flank people in this game. So if you can find some really good flanking routes, then you'll be able to get at least like 4 or 5 kills without anybody noticing, because a lot of people don't check their mini-map in this game. Also, if you want to, get a lot of points, I suggest you use the medic kit. Um, I've gotten a lot of points using the medic kit, not necessarily in this game, but in other games. Like, I would come up as the top scorer just because I was, reviving people, or, bringing up people's health and everything. You get a lot of points from doing that. I know a lot of people in Call of Duty aren't used to it, but get used to helping your teammates out. That's going to give you a lot of points, and if you get the kills to go along with it, you're going to end up on the top of the scoreboard. Like, I end up on the top of the scoreboard a lot. I've only played like probably like 8 or 9 games, and half of them I was on the top of the scoreboard because I was using the medic kit, and I was playing smart. Some other things I want to talk about. Going prone in this game, they put it into this game because, it's really going to help you a lot. Like, I go prone a lot in this game, and it really does help. I know some people don't like the way the prone feels in this game, but, like, trust me, it really works a lot to go prone behind cover, or hurry up and go prone into some bushes when you know an enemy's shooting at you. It really helps, and that's something that they definitely, improved on, adding the going prone into the game. So definitely utilize that because it's going to help you a lot. Another thing I wanted to talk about was like picking certain guns, like picking out your assault rifles. Now, in my opinion, if you get a gun with low recoil, that's probably the best, because to me it doesn't seem like there's really that big of a difference between the damage in the guns that have less recoil. I guess it depends on your class. but still, like, I don't notice any difference in damage. At least I don't. Some of you might. So why use a gun with a lot of recoil when you can use a gun that doesn't have much recoil and you're still going to kill people pretty much, in the same time you'd kill in the other gun. So yeah, that's one of my opinions. Also, I would recommend for most people to either use like a assault rifle class. Those are probably the best class, or like an LMG class. I wouldn't really snipe too much in this, at least on this map. Not sure how the other maps will be, but on this map I don't really see any advantage to using a sniper rifle. If you get into a close quarter battle, most likely, you're gonna die for the most part, unless you're really good at quick scoping. But assault rifle, I think, is the way to go in this game. You could try out other stuff, but I think that's definitely the best all-around gun. And another thing I want to talk about is hip firing in this game. Hip firing in this game isn't as useful as it is in Call of Duty. You can kill people with hip firing, but it definitely doesn't work as well. So I would try to get used to putting yourself in a position where you don't have to hip fire, where you're not getting surprised. Take your time and stuff like that. And also using the laser sight like that, the infrared beam or whatever, that is probably my favorite attachment. For some reason, I feel like I get a lot more kills when I use that. It really helps me a lot, and it also helps with the hip firing if you do get surprised. So yeah, make sure once you get that, unlock that to really use it. And that's pretty much the end. I'm just showing here my score so you guys can see that the tips that I'm giving you work.